We all have experienced fear in one way or the other. Let me shock you. Even the most successful people have experienced fear. But the difference between the unsuccessful people and the successful people is that the successful people use that fear to motivate them, while the unsuccessful people use the fear to put them down. And that is what I want to talk to you about today. I want to discuss with you how to overcome that fear of failure. Hi guys, my name is Mary Jane and I want to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. So like I said, even me sitting down here right now, I don't know why I'm doing this video, but trust me, there is a little bit of fear at one corner of my side that is stopping me from doing this video. But I told myself I am going to do it afraid anyway, because you know why? I am using my fear as my motivator, and that is what you're going to do at every step of your life. Okay, but before I tell you how to overcome the fear of failure, I'm going to tell you what causes failure, because you need to know the causes of failure before you can overcome that fear of failure. But I'm going to mention a few, okay? So you have to listen attentively. Come closer. The number one fear of failure is perfectionism. You need to know that, okay, for example now, I am someone that is a perfectionist. I'm not going to lie. I love everything done in a perfect way, right? But at the same time, I came to learn that even as a perfectionist, you need to, let go of that perfectionism. Because the earlier you go of perfectionism, you cannot start, for example, a YouTube video and your first YouTube video has to be the best. It's not possible. Allow yourself to flow. Whatever that you are doing in life, put it at the back of your mind that your first will not be the best. You need to keep trying. You need to keep going. Okay? No matter, even if you're a perfectionist, just know that you will not always get it right. So you need to let go of perfectionism. Okay? When I first started my YouTube channel, this is not my first YouTube channel. This is my second YouTube channel. And my first YouTube channel is not doing well. And that is the reason why I decided to create another YouTube channel so that I can start posting more on self-improvement topics and self-development topics, right? The first one, my first YouTube channel is not doing well. And as a perfectionist, it always disturbed me. I made my 10th YouTube video, but it was not still doing well. And I told myself, I'm glad that I've learned. Now that I've opened a new YouTube account, I told myself, you know what? I'm going to take everything that I've learned from my previous account into this account to make it a success. And that is what exactly I am doing. Your first music might not be the best. That doesn't mean you should go and sit down and allow it to, destroy you or destroy your career. You need to put it at the back of your mind that whatever you do the very first time will not be the best. And that is where you have to keep learning, keep teaching yourself, and keep educating yourself. So that is one of the causes of the fear of failure. Now, the second cause of failure is comparison. A lot of us love to compare ourselves with other people, right? We need to want to compare ourselves, especially with people that have gone ahead of us, or with our peers, or with our neighbors. You need to stop doing that. If you want to overcome the fear of failure, you need to know that comparison is one cause of failure. You stop comparing yourself to others. You were different. You need to know that you were unique and you were different. What Mr. A is doing is not the same thing that you're supposed to be doing or you're meant to be doing. You need to look for what you know what is your strength, because your own strength is different from Mr. A's strength or Mr. B's strength. So you should know that comparing yourself to other people or to other situations is not helping you. And that is one of the reasons for your fear of failure. All right? So the third thing is past trauma. A lot of us have gone through traumas in our life that we can't even talk about, we can't even open our mouth to tell people about it, right? Now, you need to heal from your past trauma. If you want to move forward, if you want to overcome the fear of failure, you need to please heal. Please heal. All right? Visit that trauma. And how do you even do that? Sometimes you can talk to a therapist. right? Visit a therapist. Talk to people that you know that they can help you. Maybe your pastor, your imam, or whoever you know that they can help you to overcome your trauma. Okay? So the fourth causes of fear of failure is negative thought. You know, as a human being, we are naturally wired to think negative thoughts. I don't know whether you know this. We are all wired to take negative thoughts. But this is where you come in. You need to reprogram your mind. You need to reprogram yourself to start thinking positively. You need to reprogram your subconscious mind, because anything you tell your subconscious mind is what it believes. Listen, I am someone who has not always be able to think positive before. Sometimes I think negative. But do you know what I do? Immediately when that negative thought comes, I suppress it with positive talk. I talk to myself a lot, right? Even my partner, my man, right? Whenever he sees me and he sees me talking to myself, he'll look at me like this, and I'm like, don't worry, I'm talking to myself. Well, me and myself are doing a staff meeting. It's because most of the time I tell myself some positive things. I fill myself with positive words. So if you want to overcome the fear of failure, you need to let go of negative thoughts. Teach yourself to only think of positive things. Even the Bible says, whatever things are true, whatever things are honest, whatever things are of good reports, if there be any praise and if there be any virtue, think on these things. You need to only meditate on good things. You need to only meditate on positive things, because that is only going to be how the trajectory of your life will go. The more you think negative thoughts, that's how your life will go. But the more you think positive thoughts, that's how your life will go. It's as simple as that. People that have made it so far in their life, the successful people that you see today, would tell you 100% that is their mindset. They changed their mindset. They changed the way they think. Some of them spend time in meditating, right? If you, I think I was watching, is it LeBron James or what's his name? Kobe Bryant. He said that before he goes to the pitch to play a game, he had to sit down with his thoughts and his mindset first. He had to program his mindset. And whenever he goes there, he scores and he wins the match for his team. So you need to let go of positive thought. Now that you have known the causes of fear of failure, let's go to how to overcome them. I'm going to tell you how to overcome them. All right? So the first step in overcoming the fear of failure is understand that everyone fears failure. Everyone has experienced it. You see that successful person that you admire, that billionaire you admire, they have experienced fear. In fact, they are still experiencing fear till now. But like I said earlier, the difference is that they use that fear to motivate them, but not keep them down, not make them crawl into their shell. So you need to understand, everybody fear at one point in their life. That's why I start this video by telling you that me that is sitting here, I'm afraid, but you know what? I'm doing it afraid. You need to understand that. You need to understand whatever that you want to achieve in life, it might seem impossible at some point. That is where fear comes, right? But guess what? You need to do it afraid. I need to understand that the next person that is standing next to you is also afraid. Okay? And even the most successful people, they are afraid, but they are doing it afraid. All right? What is the second step? The second step is that you have to give yourself permission to be a beginner. Like I said, we all, especially coming from a perfectionist, we all want to do something for the first time and do it well and get it the first time. But my darling, that is where the fear of failure comes. And if you want to overcome it, you need to give yourself permission to be a beginner. Whatever that you want to aspiring to be or want to do, allow yourself to be a beginner. Fail as so many times as possible. The most successful people today will tell you that they have failed so many times in their career. I was watching LeBron James the other day. He was saying that he missed 9,000 shots in his career, lost 300 games. But If you are talking about the greatest of all time today, who would you call? MJ, Michael Jordan. And he's one of the persons that have the most successful career in basketball history. So most successful people today will tell you how much they have failed. So allow yourself to be a beginner. You don't have to know it all at the beginning. If you want to feel big. I always tell people this, you know what? Feel forward. The only person that I know that will never make it in life is a quitter, is someone that has quit. But if you are failing, congratulations. Keep failing. Allow yourself to be a beginner if you want to overcome the fear of failure. All right? Now, the third step to overcoming the fear of failure is change your mindset about what failure means. The earlier you change your mindset about what failure means, the earlier for you. Because, my darling, success is a mindset thing and failure is a mindset thing. Trust me when I tell you this. When I was about to leave the house, right? When I finished my university degree and I was about to leave the house, or when my dad did not want me to go, my parent did not want me to go, I already know that if I step my foot in Lagos, I'm going to make it. Whether the devil likes it or not. That was how I programmed my mindset. At the beginning, was it hard? 100% yes, it was very hard. In fact, I don't want to even tell you my story at the beginning when I came to Lagos, right? But guess what? Little by little, it started becoming better. And right now, I can tell you for a fact that yes, I made the right decision. So you need to change your mindset about failure. That thing you are afraid is also afraid of you. Do you know that? I don't know if you're aware of that. That thing that you are afraid is also afraid of you. So you need just to face your fears. Change your mindset. The earlier you change your mindset about failure, the better for you. The first step about how to overcome the fear of failure is you have to talk to people with experience. Sometimes in our life, you need to involve people. What I do is that my man, right, has so much experience. He's older than me, right? So what I do is that if I'm facing some fear in my life or some situations in my life, I meet him, I talk to him. I tell him, you know what, this is what I'm going through. And whenever he advises me, I feel this sense of relief and I'm okay, like I feel good. I feel like I can take on the world. Okay? So you need to have that one person in your life that can advise you, that can talk to you, and when they talk to you, you listen. You need to look for that one person. You don't just surround yourself with people that can't go to for advice. There's this saying that said, if you cannot go to the people in your life for advice, then what are you doing with those kind of people in your life? So you need to surround yourself with people that you can talk to, that they can advise you. People, especially people with experience. People that have had experience, especially in that field that you want to pursue. Okay? So make sure that you talk to people with experience. So the next thing is be purpose driven. Let me say this once. I'm going to say this thing once, right? If you have a strong why, then you have a strong try. Should I repeat myself again? If you have a strong why, then you have a strong try. If you are not purpose driven, trust me, you will fear failure at every point in life. Now, why am I shooting YouTube video? Why am I doing YouTube video? Why am I giving this kind of self-improvement talk? It's because I want to see people do better in life. We're in a world right now that too much noise, especially on social media, right? People are filled with depression. People are depressed. People are lonely. People are depressed. People cannot even come on social media and go out of social media feeling good about themselves. Because the first thing you see is so much negativity, right? On the media, on TV, even around you, in your neighborhood, everything you see is filled with negativity. Now, that is why I put it upon myself. I say, you know what? I need to let people, feel good about themselves. I want people, when they watch my video, they'll be like, MJ, you changed my life. That is what I want. Right? And that is what I am doing. Because trust me when I tell you that if you are not purpose driven, then of course, fear of failure will be there. You will face failure every step of the way. So you need to be purpose-driven. You need to have a strong why. Why did you start that thing? That thing that you're doing, why? And aside from the fact that I want to help people, I also want to help my community. I want to help my siblings. I want to help my parents, right? I want to help everyone around me. Because I'm this person that one thing I notice about myself is that one of my superpowers, right, is helping people. I love helping people. I love seeing, whenever I help someone, I love to see the smiles on their face. So you need to be purpose-driven. Okay, so one of the ways to also overcome the fear of failure is you have to ask, let's ask this question: what's the worst that can happen? Because at the end of the day, if you pursue that dream, or if you don't pursue that dream, what's the worst that can happen? You need to ask yourself that question. Now, once you ask yourself that question and you answer that question, then your fear of failure will be diminished. You will know whether you want to pursue it or not. All right? Ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? Now, the next step to overcome the fear of failure is recognize what it will cost if you do not do it. Recognize the cost of not trying. You need to recognize. One thing that I do is that I look at 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now. If I don't do this thing that I told myself I want to do, what is the cost? Will I regret? Will I regret it? You need to ask yourself that question. Now, once you ask yourself that question, you will see yourself putting all the energy into that thing. A lot of people regret today because they did not ask themselves this question a few years back, maybe when they are still youth. They didn't ask themselves that question, right? Now, you that you're still a youth, or even if you're not a youth, you need to ask yourself, what is the cost of not trying, right? Now, once you know the cost of not trying, then that will help you to overcome the fear of failure. Okay, the next step is control what you can control. My darling, even when you are scared. Right now, we are living in a world that people love controlling what is beyond their control. You need to stop controlling what is beyond your control. And I'm going to give you an example. Like, if you set, maybe for example, you want to, maybe you're a musician, right? And you want to start releasing music, right? Let me tell you the things that you can control. The thing that you can control is writing that music, hitting the studio, singing that song, pouring your heart into it, okay? Those are the things that you can control, and releasing the song. Now, what can't you control is how people receive it. Whether people love the video or not, song or not. Whether people love you or not. Those are the things that you cannot control. Right? So those things that you can control, make sure you control it very well. Give your 100 to it. But you see, those things that you cannot control, just leave it to God. Let God help you control it. Let God help you control it. Okay? Leave it to God. You leave it to the universe or whoever you serve to help you control it. Okay? So the next step of overcoming the fear of failure is that break the big things down into smaller things. Whenever we want to do something huge in our life, right? Or maybe we want to, for example, now you are owing someone 100K, right? And you don't know how to start paying. How would you remove 100K to pay that person? Let me tell you how to do it. The first thing you will do is reduce that 100K to 99K. Pay that person 1,000. And once it has stopped being 100K, you will feel a sense of relief. Now, once you pay 1K, the next you are going to pay is 5K. The next you are going to pay 10K. Now you see they are reducing it. Before you know, you have reduced that debt to 5K and you reduced it to zero naira. Right? So that is what you're going to do. Make sure that whatever that you are doing, no matter how big, for example, you wake up in the morning and maybe your house is scattered, is dirty, I don't know where you want to start from. Let me tell you how you're going to start. Start by laying your bed first. Because there's one thing that I learned, and I use it in my life as well, is that anything you do at the first of the day, that's at the beginning of the day, is how you do it for the rest of the day. So make sure when you wake up and you don't know how you're going to start taking care of the house or putting the house to order, lay your bed first. And when you're laying your bed, do it well. Now, once you lay your bed, you'll be motivated to go and clean the dishes, to clean the house, to put everything in order. Okay? So you need to learn how to break things down into smaller pieces, because that's the only way for you to get things done. Okay? So, listen, I am going to quote this Bible verse from the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. That God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. So you have to recognize that as a child of God, that you have the spirit of power and the spirit of love and of sound mind. God has not placed in you the spirit of fear. You need to know that, except you're a child of God. But if you are a child of God, God has not given you a spirit of fear. So whatever it is that you want to overcome in life, you can overcome it. Because guess what? You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You can do anything you set your mind to do, as long as you have God. Alright? So I'm going to stop here with this few points of mine. And I hope that this video encouraged you. Alright? And this video help you see that you are not alone and you can overcome your fear of failure. So thank you so much for watching this video to this point. If you have, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. I would love to see your response to this video, and I will see you in my next video. I love you so much. Bye.